What's up, my PT peeps? One Eye Bri back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 7, a theory about why Richard hates the Saviors so much. Spoiler warning if you're not up to date of The Walking Dead show, comic, everything like that. Don't want to ruin it for you if you don't know this information and you're not up to date about Richard, the Kingdom, Saviors, all that stuff. And here we go. Now, Richard hates the Saviors. We all hate the Saviors, but we got some information. Undead Walking talks about a theory. We'll put the link in the description if you want to read more about it. The Saviors. We all hate the Saviors, but Richard really hates them more than anybody else, and he wants to kill them. Rick deals with them. Carol doesn't want to deal with anything. Morgan kind of deals with them. Ezekiel definitely just deals with them. Hilltop gives them what they want, deals with them a little bit. But Richard's the guy that's like, you know, we got to do something about it. He's been getting his ass kicked probably more than once. He feeds them pigs with rotted walker guts and everything in their belly. So why does Richard hate him so much? Does he hate taking the abuse? And he talks about it a little bit when Richard talks to Carol and Morgan in 708, and we get to see a little bit more, but there's a cool theory going around, and it's just a theory, so we don't know. Hopefully they dive into it a little bit more with Richard, because I like Richard. I want Richard to be around for a long time, but if you know the comics, that might not happen. But basically, Richard talks to Carol and Morgan in Carol's house and says, you know, he knows about people like this, and we got to fight. We got to do something about it. And if you choose not to fight, there's blood on your hands. Now, why does Richard want to take him out so bad? And how did he become a member of the group of the Kingdom? Was he always a member of the Kingdom? We just don't know. But there's a theory going around that Richard was a member of another group that happened, that the Saviors came about, that really decimated them, and then he came over to the Kingdom, and then he has to deal with these Saviors again, couldn't get away from them. And if you saw when Richard went into his camper hidden area, which was kind of weird too, he has his own secret agenda, because he's keeping this from everybody, obviously. There's a sign in front of it. He goes in there. He's got bottles, empty bottles, looks like gasoline or tankers or water and supplies, basically what it is. Probably something to make Molotov cocktails with gasoline in bottles with rags to be thrown out or whatever is what I see it. There's an empty bottle. There's a rag on the rack there, and he's a broken down person. And why is he so broken? Right? So I think of it as he was a member of another group, possibly, right? So some other groups that we would think about, not going to be a member of Alexandria, not going to be a member of Hilltop, most likely. He's a member of Kingdom, but the other one that's going around is that he's a member of possibly Oceanside. Well, not Oceanside, but before the women left to go to Oceanside. He might have been a member of that, and he's the last remaining male of that group. Imagine him going out to get supplies. He's on a run by himself, comes back to camp, and everyone's dead. The women leave, they go to Oceanside, but he's the last remaining guy. He doesn't know where to go because they're all gone. All the women left. Everyone's dead around him. All the men are dead. He goes there, he comes back, he sees all these people dead. What is he going to do? He finds out that it's the Saviors or whatever, and he goes and he escapes and he comes to the Kingdom and he does that. But the Oceanside people are all gone, and he thinks everyone's dead. But he finds the Kingdom, he goes about it, and that's kind of the theory of what's going there. Hopefully they dive into his past a little bit more. I don't know if they will. Maybe that's all we got from 708. But it's more likely, too, that he was out with Benjamin's father and the group of Kingdom riders that went out, that they got killed. Then some of them got killed, and he was a member of that party that went out, is what my theory is. That I think he was just a Kingdom rider that survived that ordeal and came back with it, and has guilt from that, and survival's guilt from those people dying, and he's just that. So that's my theory. That's the other theory going around, that he's a member of Oceanside, well, pre-Oceanside. So what do you think, guys? What do you think of the theory, and why does Richard hate the Saviors more than anybody else? Let us know in the comments. You guys are awesome. Check out our Walking Dead community page on Facebook. All are welcome. Join the group if you can. Subscribe today to get more videos. You guys are awesome, and let us know what you think. Thanks, guys.